So finishing up here for our last group of assignment submissions is Sarah. Sarah kind of presents me with an interesting dilemma here. This image looks as if it is frozen up, and I actually think it's a great image. You know, it very much conveys the feeling of this girl kind of being late for class, and you know she's got a bad leg, and she's just doing everything in her power to get down the road and get to class as quick as she can. And I think this image really just captures that feeling perfectly. And it looks like it's a frozen, decisive moment. But I think we've got a couple things going on here that are worth examining. If we go in and look at the file info area here, we see that Sarah's shutter speed is 1/180th of a second. 1/180th of a second is not fast enough to freeze up something moving, especially something moving horizontally across the frame. So you guys might ask yourself, so how did she freeze this up? Well, the way she froze it up is her camera was being panned across the frame at the same exact speed that this girl was pedaling down the road. So as she was panning the camera, that little bit slower shutter speed here actually captured her in a manner that appears frozen. And if you look at this background here, you can actually see the blurring in the background there. So this is not really a blur shot, it's not really a frozen shot, it's kind of like a little bit of a mix of the two. I'd be interested in hearing from you, Sarah, whether this was something you had intended to do, or this was kind of a happy accident, or what the situation is here. But again, from a creative standpoint, I think this is a really solid shot. Just want to be clear as to what's going on technique-wise here and technically speaking. And so then we move on to her next shot. We've got a beautiful blur shot of the front of the campus. And for me, this just absolutely captures 5 o'clock on Main Street with all the chaos of the traffic going down the road. You know, I can hear the horns. You know, I can hear the chirping of the crosswalk thing. I think by including the blurring and these streaks of light in here, you've really brought this scene alive. This is no longer sort of a dead depictive scene. It's something that's very alive and full of emotion and, like I said, even noise in there. So very well done. Love the composition here, too. We've got this beautiful sign that's just pushing our eye directly into the frame like that. So well done on this shot. And then we'll finish up here with Sean Erik's work. We've got the hockey game here. And we've got the players frozen up down on the ice there. Certainly you've frozen up the action in there. If I had any complaint, I guess it's just that the action that you're freezing up isn't all that terribly interesting. It's in the corner. It's kind of put in an awkward area of the frame. We really can't see the puck. Everybody's backs are to the camera. So, I mean, you know, if you're going to shoot a hockey game and spend a couple hours at the rink, I think you want to capture something that just conveys a little bit more of the intensity and the emotion of the game. And, you know, maybe I would have gone down right to ice level and tried to capture it right along the boards there shooting through the glass. We've got this sort of big piece of plastic in the middle of the frame too that kind of bothers me. In the blur shot, I think you know, again, you've got the technique down. There's no question you understand how to blur there. Again, it's just a matter of interest level and really, again, this thing going through the middle of the frame. The one other thing I'll point out is we can lighten up this picture a little bit. I think your exposure is off, so if we just go under adjustments and select one of our adjustments here, we can then, sorry, go ahead there. We can just brighten that up a little bit too.